Dan Fitzpatrick here at stockmarketmentor.com, and I'm doing this on Friday, April 6th. We're talking about Apple here. First, just to give you the heads up, I'm going to be, or I should say my brother Gary is going to be raising prices on Stock Market Mentor pretty soon. I think it's in the next few weeks. Not sure what the price is, but it's going to be at least a 20% increase. So if you want to take advantage of the current prices, then I'd suggest that you join now. So anyway, enough of that shameless plug. I want to get to Apple. Here's the deal. This stock just defies gravity. I've mentioned it before. I'm not a real pound the table Appleonian. Couldn't really care less what the stock is. Get rid of that thing in the middle. It's just an awesome looking chart. I joke when I say I don't care what the stock is, because I do. I look at fundamentals too. But for now, here's the thing. You got to understand what's happening. I had a correspondence with a very good friend of mine who's an extremely successful money manager, and he was asking me, what I thought of Apple, and noting that, for every buy there's a sell, for every share bought there's a sale, and he was saying, like, why I'm not really getting why people are still so enthused about Apple. Wasn't really questioning the stock, just wondering what the heck was going on and why everybody was so bullish. So I looked at the chart, and I don't see a lot of distribution here. Look here. During this move higher, we've got these high volume spikes. This is a weekly chart. This is not what you see when institutions are liquidating the stock. Let's go back to the daily chart, the nameless chart here, right? We see on the daily chart, yes, you get this big ugly red box, big ugly red box, big ugly red box. Not ugly ones, but 2 days in a row it declines. That doesn't really happen that much. But look again at the volume bars. High volume spike, green, 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 green. Now, we have some negative ones here, back here on February, whatever it was, as you know. But look here, a little bit above average, not that much. Certainly a big volume spike. That was distribution, right? Typically, you're going to get that, you're going to see some institutional distribution. There were institutions selling. How do I know this? Because the day before, there was a heck of a lot of volume. This day, there was still a lot of volume. This is not the type of volume you see when the institutions are sitting on their hands and just letting the retailers, retail traders sling stock around. That's just not the way the market works. So there was some distribution, but there was no follow through on that. Instead, the stock continued higher. Then we get 3 down days on light volume. Now we've got an increase in volume. So here's what I'm saying. This is a stock that can be really tough to hold because it's so extended above the 200-day moving average. If you're just buying the stock right now, I don't really know what to tell you, because what you're risking is, and by the way, I've mentioned this before, you're not buying the stock, you're buying the call options, aren't you? That makes you leveraged, so just remember how much leverage there is. Even buying one controls a lot of stock, and it won't break your bank account if it turns out that you bought the top. But here's the thing. Any pullback to this line here is an awesome buying opportunity. Problem is, we've only had one of those. So let's do this instead. Look at it this way, something like that. Not a perfect line. In fact, let's see if I can make a perfect line. This is a little bit better. So this is the trajectory that this stock is on. Just stay long the stock. That's it. Into earnings. Now, if the stock continues to ramp up all the way into earnings, this could very well be an awesome sale. The question then is, do you sell before the earnings announcement? Let's say the stock's up at $650, maybe $670 before earnings. Do you sell that stock before earnings, or do you anticipate a move up to, $690 or something, and then you'll sell into that strength? Problem is, if Apple doesn't just absolutely knock the cover off the ball, and everybody's pretty much expecting a grand slam anyway, if they don't knock the cover off the ball, then you could get a big sell the news thing, and you're sitting here anticipating being able to sell the stock at 650, 670, 680, 690 after an awesome earnings number. Instead, you're sitting here holding the stock at 560 or 550 with no extra money to pile in on what could be a great buying opportunity. So what am I saying? I'm saying hold the stock as long as this trend line remains. If the stock is well extended before earnings, you know what you want to do? You want to take some of that money off the table. In fact, do this. Sell some of your position, keep some on, and some of the proceeds that you took from selling that position, it should be at a profit, some of the proceeds, you buy insurance through put options, so that if the stock does fall, it's kind of a no harm, no foul, because you've bought insurance with profits. Okay, members, I actually have a pretty solid comprehensive weekend update for you, so go check that out. Also, don't forget, prices are going to be going up pretty soon. I'm not talking about it a lot, but I am talking about it a little bit just to give you the heads up. So hope everybody enjoys their 3-day weekend.